Just over a year ago, I was like any other college student, overwhelmed with coursework, struggling to make a sustainable income, and ultimately very unsure about my future. I had no idea what I was going to do when I got older. But one thing I've always known was that I wanted something more than the traditional 9 to 5. I was always not a fan of the traditional path. The 9 to 5 grind that everyone around me is heading towards is not really something that appealed to me at all. Imagine balancing exams, social life, classes, and still managing to build a $600,000 side hustle on the side of everything. Sounds impossible, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did that as a full-time college student. So I started looking for new opportunities, exploring different side hustles. I tried flipping sneakers, I tried drop shipping, I tried social media marketing, I tried day trading, you name a side hustle. I've guaranteed tried it in the past. But the reality was nothing seemed to stick until I found this. So I found a hidden gem in the world of Amazon. Thanks to my former sneaker resellers, other business partners from there, I noticed everyone switch over, and the reality was most of them switched over to Amazon dropshipping, which is what I like to call it. Traditionally in Amazon, we call it online arbitrage and Amazon wholesale. And with these business models, you are able to buy items low and sell them on the high on Amazon to Amazon's wide variety of customers. That is what I still do up until this day. It wasn't just like any regular business though. It was strategic, it was scalable, and it is a long-term business that will have you set for life if you do it correctly. So I took a deep dive, I studied market trends, I studied products, I studied suppliers, I researched very thoroughly, and most importantly, I was networking and building relationships throughout the process. I used my limited budget. I only started with $5,000, but I used it wisely. I built my credit score, I expanded my overall credit, and in just 3 months, my original $5,000 turned to $25,000. And shortly after that, my original $5,000 at the end of 12 months turned into $120,000. Nowadays, we're actually doing around $50,000 per month, and it just keeps on rapidly growing. And the craziest part of all of this is I did this all while attending classes, partying my ass off, and being your generic college frat bro, because that's who I truly am. The secret sauce was that I focused on a specific niche that most people didn't go into. For me, that happened to be beauty products, and I doubled down on that. I went into beauty because they had very low returns and very high margins. So I would go into the beauty products and I would buy as much from each retailer as I possibly could. And because of me not going into Nike like everyone else, I was very successful rather quickly. I used tools like SellerAmp, Keepa, Smart Scout, all the tools you probably have heard about before, but I used them wisely and I used them to my advantage and scaled my business through that. Optimized my Amazon listings with repricers and grew my store over time. Instead of cashing out profits though, most of the times, if not 90% of the times, I was reinvesting the vast majority of the money into the business. And for the rest of it, I did my fair share of partying and having fun. Let's just put it that way. Because I would be bigger than I am now, but you know, I have my bit of fun. I've had my yacht parties and whatnot. But regardless, I built my credit score up into a 797 and relentlessly doubled down on building my credit and expanding my credit worthiness to every single lender possible. And here we are today. It wasn't all smooth sailing though. Here's the thing. There was tons of account deactivations. There was a ton of repetitive stuff which I delegated to virtual assistants in order to handle. And today I currently have them handling my catalogs and stuff. But I basically set up an automated system to balance my business and studies without losing my mind. Anyways, here are the 3 biggest lessons I've learned from all of this, and these you could apply into your own life. Number 1, stop being a lazy fuck. The reality of the situation is you're going to have to work, and a lot of people just don't want to do it. Is it relatively easy to becoming a doctor? I guess if you don't like that type of work, if you do, then maybe that's easier for you. The reality of the situation is that you have better things to do with your time than mindlessly scroll around on TikTok and do other bullshit that does not get you paid. You should be making money, working hard, and then playing hard at the end of it, like I did. I still party and have my fun. I don't tell people they need to stop partying and living their college life while making a sustainable business. I think you need to find your balance. Two, one of the biggest ones, and I still see this to this day, you need to make the jump into Amazon wholesale when the time is necessary, because some people are just on this OA hamster wheel where they just won't hop off of it. Always great, but you want to do both. I don't know what's up with people with not doing both. You can do both, and the biggest sellers I know, and I know plenty of them, do both. So if I can do this with no Amazon experience at all, and being a full-time student, and being an absolute degenerate, why can't you? Explain what exactly is stopping you. Start today, take your first step of action, and 1-2 years later, you're gonna be thanking yourself you did, because your whole life will change right in front of your very eyes. I hope 1 year from now, I'm seeing some of you people watching this give me your story of success. I wanna see you in front of this camera making the video. Anyways, one more thing, I recommend mentorship. I'm not against these courses and stuff like people say. Buy courses, just buy them from the right people. If you do want one-on-one coaching to start your Amazon business, I have my link below. You can schedule an appointment with me and we'll see if it's a good fit. However, I don't take anyone, and you know, if I don't think it's a good fit, it won't happen. But take action and you'll thank yourself later.